The Obama administration has what I would call a warped sense of foreign policy. That actually is a compliment, I think. Fair assessment of that. But what I would tell you is this, is that the Obama doctrine of engaging our enemies and distancing America from our allies is making America less safe, less trusted, and less respected around the world. We must restore a national security platform based on the Ronald Reagan philosophy of peace through strength. Now, Ronald Reagan made it look easy. He made it look easy, but it's not very simple when you have leaders in Washington who won't even admit that we have an enemy. Because you cannot fight an enemy when you will not acknowledge that an enemy even exists. And that enemy has a name, and that is Sharia-compliant Islam. And we cannot allow political correctness and multiculturalism or appeasement cripple our defenses at home or abroad. Because these are threats that don't only exist on foreign soil, but these are threats from those who seek to destroy us from within. Now, there were just some hearings in Washington led by Congressman Peter King, and I applaud him for his courage. Now, a lot of people were disturbed by the fact that we're having these hearings on the radicalization of the Muslim population here within our own borders. What disturbs me and what disturbs you is that it took nearly 10 years to have these hearings. That's what should be disturbing to you. What should also be disturbing to you is what was mentioned earlier, that a judge within the state of Florida, in judging on the litigation between private citizens in a Florida state court, announced that the decision was going to be based on Islamic law. That is not supporting the United States Constitution or the Constitution of the state of Florida. We need to speak out. We need to make sure that these threats do not continue to grow and do not continue to infiltrate our state and our country. And I would share with you that American prosperity, our national security, and our foundational Judeo-Christian values are interwoven and inseparable. Now, some people, and some even within the Republican Party, would tell you that now is not the time to have a discussion about social issues. But I disagree.
Absolutely.
I disagree, because it is the breakdown of fundamental values. It is the deterioration of our society that has led to a dependency for more government to cure the problems that ail us. But those of us here understand that government can't solve those problems. And you see, today, not only do we have so many seasoned American patriots out here, but we have a younger generation. And it is so great that so many families have brought their kids and their grandkids to share in this experience and to be involved in the movement to take our country back. And I am always reminded as to why this is so important. Because Ronald Reagan once said so eloquently, freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. It is not passed through the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. Or one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like to live in the United States when men were free.